In this video, I'm going to compare two of the biggest names founders run into when starting a business, Harbor Compliance and LegalZoom. Hey, I'm Erin from Startup Wise. If you're just getting your startup off the ground, you've probably heard these names tossed around, but what do they actually do? And more importantly, which one makes sense for you in 2025? Stick with me because I'll break this down as if you've never heard of compliance before. We'll cover what Harbor Compliance is, what LegalZoom is, I'll show you their pricing side by side, and I'll finish with the pros and cons you need to know before choosing one. Section 1, what is Harbor Compliance? Think of Harbor Compliance as your business paperwork assistant. When you start a company, you've got to do things like file paperwork with the state, appoint a registered agent, and keep up with annual reports. That stuff isn't optional, it's legally required. So Harbor Compliance steps in and says, don't worry, we'll handle this for you. They specialize in compliance services like being your registered agent, filing annual reports, and helping you stay in good standing with the state. Their big selling point is simplicity and peace of mind. Instead of you keeping track of deadlines and forms, their system does it for you. For founders who just want to focus on hiring, selling, or building products, Harbor Compliance takes the legal stress off of your plate. Section 2, what is LegalZoom? LegalZoom is probably the most famous name in the space. They've been around for over 20 years and millions of people have used them to form LLCs, corporations, nonprofits, and even file DBAs. If Harbor Compliance is like your compliance manager, LegalZoom is more like your all-in-one legal storefront. They don't just cover registered agents, they also handle trademarks, wills, contracts, business licenses, and more. So if you're a founder who wants a single platform for lots of legal tasks, LegalZoom feels like the bigger marketplace. The trade-off with bigger scope sometimes comes higher prices, and that's where the comparison gets interesting. Quick heads up, if you want to see the current numbers while I explain them, open Harbor's Compliance's pricing page in another tab using the link down below. It'll make it easier to follow along and compare as we go. Now let's look at the pricing. I'll walk you through this exactly as it appears on screen. So now that we're on the Harbor Compliance pricing page, you can see the all-inclusive registered agent service is now $99 a year and it renews at $149. What's included is same-day document delivery, entity manager software, unlimited document storage, and pre-filed forms. There are also multi-year discounts for new customers where you could save money for purchasing 2 or more years. So for 2 years, you can save 23%. It's $95 per state, and year 3 plus is $149 per state. Or for 3 years, you can save 33%, which is $89 per state, and over 4 years, you would pay $149 per state. All right, so you can go ahead and kickstart your business in minutes. There's the limited liability company, LLC, starts at $0 with state filing fees. It's the simplest, most flexible way to structure your business to protect personal assets. There is also corporation, so S Corp or C Corp, and it starts at $149 plus state filing fees. It's a more complex structure with the ability to issue shares, go public, or go global. We also have the nonprofit, so the 501c3 starts at $99 plus state filing fees, and it's a structure designed to support a public or social benefit that can be eligible for tax breaks. There's also doing business as, or DBA, starts at $99 with state filing fees, and it's a way to use a business name that sidesteps the upkeep of LLCs or corporations. And they also help you identify all business types. So for LLC, it's going solo or teaming up. Make sure you're not personally on the hook for business liabilities with an LLC. There's also corporation if you plan to issue shares, go public, or go global. You would go further as a corporation. For nonprofit, you would create an organization to give back and be eligible for tax breaks. And then for DBA, get a business name for your sole prop without forming a legal entity or a new name to an existing entity. All right, so based off of comparing the two, you can see Harbor Compliance is very much a compliance subscription model, while LegalZoom is more of a menu of services where you can pick what you need. Section 4, pros and cons with founder scenarios. Here's where I want to break it down like we're just chatting. Imagine we're sitting down and you ask me, so Erin, which one should I actually use? Let's start with Harbor Compliance. Pros, they keep you on track. You literally don't have to remember deadlines, and they'll even nudge you. If you hate paperwork, this is your absolute best friend. You log in and the system's got everything laid out. Pricing is clear as well. You know what you're paying each year and what you're gonna get. Cons, if you need more than compliance like trademarks or a custom contract, you will not get that here. Renewals do go up after the first year, so if you're running in multiple states, the cost can pile up. Here's a founder scenario. Imagine you're running a 2-person startup and you finally land a client in another state. Suddenly, you've got to register there. Harbor Compliance makes that headache painless. But if tomorrow you also need trademark protection, you'll probably have to juggle another service. Now for LegalZoom, pros, it's a one-stop shop. You want to start an LLC, protect a trademark, or draft a will for yourself. It's an all-in-one platform. The $0 LLC option is great if you're strapped for cash starting out. You still pay state fees, but skipping service fees upfront definitely helps. It's very well known. Investors, banks, and partners have seen the name. Cons, the add-ons are where it gets pricey. You start free, but if you tack on a registered agent, contracts, licenses, it can double or triple fast. It's broad, which means compliance isn't its specialty. It works, but not as laser focused as Harbor Compliance. Say you're a solo founder starting an e-commerce shop, you've got a shoestring budget, and you just need to file your LLC. LegalZoom is perfect for that. It's affordable upfront, and you don't need extras yet. But a year later, if you've grown and need compliance reminders, you might feel the gaps. So here's the takeaway. Harbor Compliance is like hiring a personal compliance assistant. LegalZoom is like walking into a giant legal Costco. You can find anything, but the bill can grow depending on how big your card is. Section 5, which one should you use? If you're the type of founder who's terrified of missing those deadlines, Harbor Compliance is your safest bet. If you want a legal toolbox that covers way more than compliance, LegalZoom might make sense. It's less about which one is universally better and more about what you need as a founder. So there you have it, Harbor Compliance versus LegalZoom in 2025. Both can help you start and manage your business, but they shine in different ways. If you want to explore them yourself, I've included the links down below. Harbor Compliance, startupwise.com/Harbor Compliance, and for LegalZoom, startupwise.com/LegalZoom. Those are affiliate links, which means if you use them, the channel earns a small commission at no extra cost to you. It helps me keep making videos like this and sharing tools for founders. This is Erin from StartupWise. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.